Welcome to Go Goat's Library. Number 11, Metapod. Metapod, the cocoon Pokemon, is a bug type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1. It has a gender ratio of 50% male and 50% female. Metapod stands at 2 feet 4 inches or zero point 0.7 meters tall and weighs 21.8 pounds or 9.9 kilograms. When battled, it yields 2 Defense EV. It evolves from Caterpie starting at level 7 and evolves into Butterfree starting at level 10. Biology. Metapod is an insect Pokemon that resembles a green chrysalis. Its body is crescent shaped, with several segments making up the lower point. It has two heavy little eyes in the sides of its shell, while the front of its shell features geometrically shaped portions and projections, and the back has three pointed protrusions, two veering towards the sides and one in the middle. In certain angles, the back of Metapod's shell resembles a face alongside the eyes on its sides, with one of the protrusions resembling a sharply pointed nose and the tail resembling a sharply pointed chin. Metapod's soft body is protected by a hard outer shell as it undergoes metamorphosis. While this shell is said to be as hard as steel, a sudden powerful impact could cause its liquid innards to pop out, leaving it completely exposed. Metapod generally remains motionless, rebuilding its cells for evolution. If an enemy discovers Metapod, it cannot do anything other than harden its outer shell. Metapod lives in temperate forests and jungles, often in groups. Peck is a natural predator of Metapod. As shown in Pokemon Sleep, Metapod is known to sleep while using the move Harden constantly to protect its innards. It stays still while sleeping to avoid being attacked by foes. Anime appearances. Ash's Metapod. Ash had a Metapod that he caught as a Caterpie and evolved in Ash Catches a Pokemon, thus also marking the species' debut. He eventually evolved into Butterfree in Challenge of the Samurai, following an attack by a horde of Beedrill. Metapod also appeared in I Choose You, which is set in a different continuity from Pokemon the series. He evolved from Caterpie during a battle against a Pinsir, and later evolved into Butterfree after a battle against a group of Primeape. In Challenge of the Samurai, Samurai's Metapod battled Ash's own Metapod, but because both Metapod only knew Harden, the battle went on for hours until a swarm of Beedrill forced the battle to end. In getting the bugs out, Bugsy used a Metapod during his gym battle against Ash, facing Chikorita and Pikachu before being defeated by the latter's Thunderbolt. Unlike most Metapod, this one was actually able to fight back using Tackle. More Metapod were seen inside the Azalea Gym in the same episode. Metapod appeared in Caterpie's Big Dilemma, under the ownership of Xander. It became giant after eating some enhanced rare candies. Xander's Caterpie knocked down part of the Ready Tower in order to make a place for it to evolve into Metapod. It later evolved again to become a Butterfree. In Butterfree and Me, multiple Metapod evolved into Butterfree on Wayfarer Island. One Metapod had been befriended by Ash as a Caterpie, and Ash helped it eventually evolve into Butterfree. In Celebi, the voice of the forest, Ash and Sam witnessed multiple Metapod evolving into Butterfree. Trivia. Metapod shares this category with Kakuna, Suicune, and Cascoon. They are all known as the Cocoon Pokemon. They also share the same base stat total, learn set, ability, and EV yield. This ties them as the evolved Pokemon with the lowest base stat total. Metapod is the first Pokemon to evolve in a movie and part of the first evolution cycle in an episode. Until the release of Pokemon Platinum, when its pre-evolution became able to learn Bug Bite, Metapod was unable to damage Ghost-type Pokemon except using Struggle. It shared this trait with Caterpie. This is also true for Kakuna and its pre-evolution Weedle against Steel types before Pokemon Platinum was released. Due to this, it is impossible to complete a Generation 1 game using only Caterpie or Metapod, then Struggle cannot hit Ghost types in this generation. Metapod is usually depicted with white scalery, such as in the games, TCG, and promotional illustrations, but it has yellow scalery in Pokemon the series. In Pokemon the series episode Challenge of the Samurai, the process of Metapod's evolution was similar to a real-life butterfly, emerging from a chrysalis. However, in later episodes, Metapod is shown to evolve like any other Pokemon. Origins. Metapod seems to be based on a butterfly chrysalis, possibly that of a cabbage white butterfly due to its pointed shape and green color. Metapod may be a combination of metamorphosis and pod, meaning a shell containing seeds. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for listening and be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss the next chapter of Go Go's Library.